Okay, how's everybody doing? Good to be with you again, my friends. Hope everybody's doing well. We're going to make a follow-up video, just some additional evidence of biology, human biology, to really expand our thinking and our ability to conceive some of the reality that might sound a little different than what we've been shown on the TV or in the history books. So I have a quick little compilation for everybody today. Just going over kind of the conditions of humans when we eat the two different food plans that we went over in the metabolism of mammals video. So if you can imagine, when we eat 80% plants and 20% lean meats, you get the typical human size that you have now, which is rather small compared to the larger ancestral skeletons that we've recovered all around the world. And we're going to go over some quick references right now from an article from National Geographic Medicine or magazine.com, 20,000-year-old human footprints found in Australia back in 2006. They're still studying this. There's a one-legged footprint found, and also a group of 5 hunters who were, judging by the professional trackers that they found from the Aboriginal lands, they were able to determine that these hunters were running at as fast or faster than the fastest Olympic sprinters that we have today, over 23 miles an hour in some cases. And they say that when they analyze the length of the gait, or the length between the footprints, that they suggest that the people were tall and very athletic. So this is what happens when you have hunting peoples, humans, in their natural habitat. They're much taller. And when we go into other types of archaeology found over the years, we see that there are examples of 10-foot tall human skeletons, and whereas the ones in Australia were maybe 7 or 8 foot tall, depending on the case that we're talking about. 15-inch sandals were recovered after the skeletons were lost. So yeah, the normal human size is actually much bigger than we've been led to believe. When we look at nomadic Kazakh warriors standing next to regular sized people from the city, we can see that they are quite a bit bigger than normal people. And this is due to kind of what we went over in the previous video. It's partly because of the metabolism of mammals, in that we have such high requirements for these fatty lipid membranes in the forms of animal meat. And the second portion of this difference among the two sizes of individuals is actually the high level of physical activity. Our bodies are required to have high intensity physical exertion in order to normalize our different aspects of our biology, like our hormonal balance, our bone growth, all kinds of things like this. We actually need to use our body in combination with nutrition to get some of these big body sizes. And we definitely need to be doing this because all of the people who have various chronic issues at this time are mainly due to a smaller body size. You can type it in my other papers or just in the search engine. Human brains are shrinking. Okay, we've gone over this. It has to do with what the scientists call glycation when we're eating too much plants. Again, refer to my previous video called The Metabolism of Mammals. This causes any number of changes to occur in the human body. Smaller cranial capacity, therefore smaller brain mass, therefore lower IQ. It causes problems where the jaw is so small that in many cases, people need to get teeth removed in order to accommodate this smaller jaw because of the lower levels of nutrition, especially in the first 5 years of life. That was kind of documented by researchers and doctors like Dr. Price, as well as the women requiring more instances of medical intervention in giving birth, similar to a Chihuahua. Chihuahuas and other small dog breeds, they actually require a lot of medical intervention to successfully deliver the young. And that's kind of the case with what's happening here on Earth at this time, because our women and our men are shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. So this causes a lot of health problems like sleep apnea, as well, because of the shrinking of the jaw and face. It puts too much pressure on the windpipe and several things like that. So the bone growth and our body's ability to grow and receive and produce signals for growth to our hypothalamus and our pituitary gland, they require high intensity on a regular basis, like I said, in conjunction with a high fat animal based food plan like we see in the traditional ice age humans. So that's how we can essentially describe this big difference that we're seeing, because these Kazakh nomadic warriors are having a high level of physical activity, and then they're also having a higher, more dense nutrition plan in the form of raw dairy, high fat meats, organ meats, this kind of thing. So this is one of the path of healing that we go over a lot in my private yoga sessions, because a lot of people are experiencing this 80-20 plant-based food plan. And when we talk to our doctors about this, inverting this ratio, we can actually see a lot of people that are being able to treat strange things like depression, schizophrenia, even psychosis, anxiety, things that would not necessarily be related in the typical medical establishment. We're seeing a lot of positive changes when we invert this food plan. So this is just a little more evidence to furnish our minds today and really get us thinking about the metabolism of mammals and why this is a relevant topic, especially to the people of today who are suffering from different types of chronic illnesses due to literally shrinking bodies, less dense bones, okay, this type of thing. So I hope this additional supplemental evidence helps everybody. And again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to send me a message. And thank you again, my friends. See you next time.